Okay, so this next part now will, of course, kind of basically get into kind of the shaping stuff, but mostly gonna get like all like the polygons set up in the design. But first I'll actually start by folding the well, before we actually valley fold them, we gotta get rid of this flap here. To get rid of it though, I'll first like inside reverse fold these tiny flaps inside, like this, and then I'll fold them, well, I'll fold these flaps up like this, and then I'll try to do like an open sink, or honestly something like this would probably be in results, where you have this tiny little flap like that, which is okay. Although, I'm gonna get rid of it though, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold this part up like this, and then I'll close sink it in, just like that. Okay, so then we'll fold these flaps down. So hopefully they'll be around the same length. Once they're folded down, I can actually fold this back up. Like this, and then okay, so this part I'm gonna have to unlock some parts here. It's like, yeah, so like this part I'm gonna have to be sure it's not closed sync. And then there we go. So yeah, so if you can't pull it up all the way, that would mean that the one part, when you closing that part, you'll probably have to unlock so it's more of an open sync instead. But just give you this folded up here now, so that's great. And then now let's also get rid of this top part, this kind of lump. And I'll fold this behind like this first for a little bit pre-creasing. Oh yeah, folding this down, I'm also going to fold this part down so it doesn't get in the way, because it'll kind of touch this tip here. So once I get like this, I'm going to open sync it. This here. Right, and then this part will be folded in. Because you'll have this, come on. So you'll have something like this on this very corner of the mask, which will be extended more when we continue to fold the design. Right here as well, and I didn't do this ahead of time, but I'm gonna actually narrow the arm flap right here. I could have done this earlier, but I also forgot to. So fold it in like this anyways. And then I'll do an open sink, of course. Okay, so now that's open sink right there. I'm also gonna fold this back up. And also, as for this back part, there's also gonna have this flap unlocked a bit. Yeah, I can see that. So I'll have this more appear as an open sink right here again. So I mentioned that some parts will have to be like closed sink, but then become open sink, which I don't think is usually the case, but I just wanted to point that out. But I'm gonna fold this, get this part folded up a little bit carefully, because this corner can rip, like this edge part right here. And be a little bit neat here. Okay. So hopefully something like that, so the arm flap is folded up. And then as for this, so we still have this one layer underneath here, which I'm pretty much also gonna have to do a lot more open sinks, but kind of having them all open, like this part here is now an open sink, this part here is also going to be open sinks, like just a lot of that rearrangement there, just to help with some of the layerings. And also this inside flap I'm trying to push in is also going to have to be inside in order to not really mess anything up. We're arranging good and all. Okay, so, and this part will have to be, well, you can also kind of tuck it in, but, oh, except this gets in the way, so just have it like this for now. Okay, so now so those kind of parts are kind of out of the way with some of the positionings here. But now let's like worry about stuff with the mask. With Meta Knight's mask. And the first thing that we really want to try to do first is to mainly try, yeah, so, okay, I'll try this again. Okay, so let's get into Meta Knight's mask. First thing, so I'll get to this corner with the sword flap, and as I reverse fold this part down. And I'll fold this flap inside like this. Now to get this flap folded down now, on the other hand, and I'm actually going to have to, well, oh yeah, and this part could be folded up easily too, before I get ahead. But this side is going to be a little bit weird with how I'm going to do this, so I'm going to fold this down. And fold the mask up like this. Then I'll inside reverse fold this here, and I forgot to do the open sync. So fold this across like here. So I'm actually going to do an open sync around the pauldron, at least around here. I'll get this, and then I'll open sync it. And it should be open synced. Yes, like this part is going to be flying out like this on this corner of where the mask is going to be. And then this top part will be folded in like this. And okay, so the open sync will end up being like spread like this. So with this kind of shape here, where you'll kind of have that pauldron there forming. But by doing so, I can fold this part in. We're gonna have this flap folded back up now. And then this part right here, I'm actually going to do one more open sync right here to get rid of that unnecessary part. And okay, so that part was definitely kind of a little bit tricky to figure out about, but there it is now. So still looking kind of like this in the back. And also, I think now... Oh yeah, so now I'm also gonna... Well, I don't know if I can yet. Okay, I won't worry about close syncing that in yet, but for this this last corner here, I'm gonna inside reverse. Well, basically, I'm gonna have to arrange this here a bit, where by opening this up, I'm gonna try like get that very corner to hit right here on this edge, and to get it to hit on this part as well. So you can like fold it in like this. And this will also have to hold this edge of this wing here a little bit different as well. So that way you'll actually have the room Okay, so instead of folding that part in, just don't fold this corner in, just have it like stick out. Okay, so that was a little bit, some parts I had to try to play around with. But yeah, just have it stick out a little bit like this. You won't be able to fold it in, but that's because, as I mentioned, I'm actually gonna open sync the corners. So let me go ahead and do that now, because if you get the details of the mask shaped right, then the rest of the details and the proportions of the wings should go correctly as they should. So right here, I'm gonna start by open syncing the two corners in like this. And they would have already been pre-creased to do so. So do it here, along with here. I'm gonna fold these down for now. And also have this part folded up. Okay, and then the next part is I'm gonna try and get this middle flapped. Wait, no, that's not gonna work. This is tricky to do. Okay, and then I'm gonna open sync these corners in. And then I'm gonna, yeah, so I end up folding this part up like this. But that'll be it for part 2 for Origami Mennonite. And in the next part, I will show you the remaining details of him. So stay tuned, and I'll see you next time. Later.